Bounty Bunny is the first segment of the 25th episode of the first season of Looney Tunes cartoons. And honestly, I found the majority of this to be really boring. But the very end was a pleasant surprise. So I will explain what happens at the end. So there will be spoilers from now as I talk about what happens. And Yosemite Sam thinks that there is a bounty on Bugs Bunny for many thousands of dollars, and he decides to go after Bugs Bunny in the bulk of the cartoon, and it's quite long. It's about 7 minutes, I think, maybe over 7 minutes, which for a Looney Tunes cartoon is quite a decent length, and it's basically just the pair of them fighting and Yosemite Sam trying to capture Bugs and Bugs outsmarting him, but in ways that I didn't think were very fun or creative. I just didn't really care for the actual action that was unfolding on screen. Yes, I do like to see Yosemite Sam and Bugs interacting. I think they work very well together as a pairing, but the actual action I just found to be very dull. And I didn't really enjoy any of it. And then the ending happened. And I will now explain what happens at the very end. Yosemite Sam captures Bugs Bunny. He takes him to the jail to hand him in for a reward. And it turns out that there is no reward because the bunny turned himself in. And we get about a split second before we see how this was possible, because we can see Bugs on the screen, so how could he have turned himself in? And then we find out that actually the bunny the bounty was for is this giant version of Bugs Bunny. He looks a lot like Bugs, but is very muscular. And quite frankly, if Yosemite Sam had tried to capture him, it probably wouldn't have worked out well. But I did find that quite amusing because I didn't expect that. It's a twist that I didn't see coming, and I rather like those last few seconds. So the bulk of the cartoon, the bulk of the narrative, I honestly found to be quite dull. I don't think it offered a lot for my personal tastes at any rate. But it was worth it for the ending. I'm rather amused by that. I quite liked it. So, not my favourite. Bounty Bunny is not a personal highlight from this season of Looney Tunes cartoons. But that being said, the ending was pretty good. And even though I have now spoiled the ending, I'm still happy to recommend it for the most part.